This video is providing general information to you. Please keep in mind that your doctor may tell you something that's different from what you are hearing here. Always follow your surgeon's instructions. Before your surgery, you're required to have medical clearance, which means you are physically prepared for surgery. This visit can be scheduled for your convenience through the pre-admission testing center at Mid-State Medical Center or one of 3 other locations. If you have specialists like a cardiologist, you may need to see them as well, based on your doctor's recommendation. These doctors need to make sure you are as healthy as possible for surgery. It's very important that you tell all providers every medication you take, including any vitamins, supplements, injections, infusions, or over-the-counter medications. You'll receive instructions on any medications or supplements that you need to stop taking before surgery. The most common medications in this group include any blood thinners, cardiac, diabetes, or weight loss medications. Please make sure that your doctors know if you take any flaxseed, fish oil, or vitamin E products. These can also increase bleeding and should be stopped before surgery. We highly recommend our pre-admission testing center for your pre-op visit. Our team can complete all needed lab tests, EKG, physical exam, and provide instructions about your current medications before surgery in one convenient location and visit. Also, since this department is part of our COI team, they know the latest pre-op recommendations to help you get ready for surgery. Good nutrition is important before surgery. This will help make sure you will have the strength post-surgery for rehabilitation. Eating healthy, well-balanced meals include iron-rich foods such as meat, fish, poultry, or whole grain foods, vitamin C to absorb iron, and raw fruits, vegetables, and beans make up your high-fiber foods. You should stop drinking any alcoholic beverages 1 week prior to surgery. This will help prevent excess bleeding. Please inform your healthcare team of your drinking history because serious harm can result from alcohol withdrawal when not properly managed. Please also let your doctor know about any recreational or medical marijuana use. Ideally, you should stop smoking at least 1 month before your surgery. Nicotine hinders the healing process and increases your risk of infection. Hartford Healthcare offers resources to help quit smoking. Please reach out to your doctor or navigator for additional information. If you need dental work, have it done at least 2 weeks before your surgery. After joint replacement, your surgeon may want you to take antibiotics before any future dental work. Please inform all of your doctors about your joint replacement. Maintaining good health and treating any infections promptly is important for the health of your new joint. In order to prepare your home, you should temporarily remove any throw rugs. This is a fall risk while you're using a rolling walker. Please make sure you have a clear pathway from your bed to your bathroom to where you will spend most of your day. You may not feel up to cooking, therefore we recommend you have some meals prepared ahead of time. Move items that are stored in high or low areas to counter height. If you have pets, make sure you have someone who is able to assist you with their care, including cleaning up their waste. For infection prevention, enlist some help in giving your home a thorough cleaning before surgery. The afternoon or evening before your surgery, you'll receive a call from hospital staff informing of your time of arrival. If you're having surgery on a Monday, they'll call you on the Friday before. It's important to drink plenty of fluids before and after your surgery. Eat and drink normally the day before surgery. However, do not eat food after midnight. On the morning of surgery, you need to drink 16 ounces of Gatorade, Powerade, or vitamin water before arriving at the hospital. Finish drinking this 2.5 hours before your arrival time. This is important to help you feel better after your surgery is finished. If you're diabetic, substitute a low-sugar version or mix 8 ounces of regular with 8 ounces of water. If you need to take any of your regular medications before surgery, please do so at home. Prior to surgery, you'll need to start prepping your surgical site to reduce your risk of infection. Most often, you're asked to use a type of cleanser called chlorhexidine. There are different types of chlorhexidine, either a liquid soap to use in the shower or wipes to apply after a normal shower. When you arrive at the hospital, you'll be asked to apply this product once more with skin wipes, along with an oral rinse and a treatment to your nose. Detailed instructions are provided in the Joint Replacement Guidebook. Please call your navigator with any questions about this process. Do not shave any closer than 3 days before your surgery, as you may accidentally nick yourself. The night before surgery, use the chlorhexidine product following instructions. Put on fresh pajamas, place clean sheets on your bed, and shut your bedroom door so that no animals lay on your bed. Before you return home, ask family or a friend to change the bed sheets once again. The morning of your surgery, it's likely you'll be nervous or anxious. This is normal. Therefore, it's a good idea to pack for the hospital ahead of time. You should also keep a list of any last-minute questions. It's easy to forget something you wanted to ask once you enter the hospital. When packing your bags, it's important to bring certain items. If you have sleep apnea, we'll provide you with a machine, but you should bring your own mask or mouth guard, tubing, and your settings. You'll feel more comfortable with your own equipment. You may wear your dentures and your hearing aids to the hospital. Before you enter the operating room, we'll have you put them in a case and they'll be stored until your surgery is finished. Wear your glasses and keep any contact lenses at home. Do not wear any jewelry. You're not allowed to wear any metal into the operating room. Please remove any nail polish as we check your oxygen levels through monitors worn on either your fingers or toes. The morning after surgery, you'll dress in your own clothes. Please bring at least one set of clean clothes with you. Wear a lighter shirt for when you're exercising. You may feel warm. While resting in your hospital room, however, it's a good idea to have a sweater or sweatshirt. It's common to have some swelling in your legs and feet after surgery. Whether you choose to wear shorts or pants, we recommend that they don't have a button or zipper. Ones with elastic or drawstrings will be more comfortable and easier to put on. If you're having knee surgery, please make sure the bottoms of your pants are not tight. The therapist needs to be able to roll up your pant leg to look at your knee. Sneakers are the ideal footwear, but you may choose to wear a different type of shoe. Your feet may be swollen, so bring your current sneakers rather than purchasing brand new ones. If you prefer other shoes, they should have a back to them. Do not wear scuff slippers or flip-flops. We also provide you with non-slip socks. For entertainment, each hospital room has a television, tablet, and free Wi-Fi. You're also welcome to bring personal items such as books, a tablet, or phone. After your surgery, you will not be able to drive for several weeks. Your surgeon will inform you when you can drive again. You'll want to make sure you have a ride to and from the hospital. If you're having surgery in the winter months, please make arrangements for snow removal if needed. Connecticut Orthopedic Institute provides free valet parking. If you are unable to walk into the hospital, a wheelchair and transport will be provided. Please do not bring any walkers or canes unless you require them to walk in the facility. We have the necessary equipment to use while you're in the hospital. Upon entering our Orthopedic Institute, you'll be shown to our registration desk. Please bring your driver's license and insurance card so that we can verify your information. Anyone accompanying you will also need to check in with a photo ID for a visitor's badge. Your coach or family can provide us with a cell phone number. This way, we can tell them when you're out of surgery and when the surgeon is available to speak with them. Our staff will bring you to the waiting area until it's time to enter the preoperative department. You should start certain exercises now before you come in for surgery. Besides strengthening your arms and legs, you're also building muscle memory. Before surgery, you can perform 1 to 3 sets of each exercise for 10 to 30 repetitions as tolerated. After surgery, consult with your physical therapist for the appropriate number of exercise sets and repetitions.